Cheating, or adultery as it is referred to in the legal context, is one of the more challenging problems that can arise in a marriage, and often it is one of the factors associated with the decision to separate or divorce. As a divorce attorney, there are several signs I often see that may indicate a spouse is cheating. Note that these signs alone and collectively do not constitute concrete evidence of an affair, and you need actual facts to substantiate a legal allegation of adultery. Here are the top 5 signs that may indicate your spouse is cheating. Number 5, a sudden change in behavior. If your spouse has acted a certain way throughout the marriage, most likely these actions are not an indication of cheating. But if he or she suddenly begins engaging in behavior that is out of character, this change in behavior may be an indication of infidelity. Number 4, excuses to be away from the home and family activities. If your spouse suddenly has to work a lot of overtime for no apparent reason, or is scheduled to go on multiple business trips when he or she does not normally travel for work, he or she may have a paramour waiting in the wings. Number 3, changes in physical appearance or sex drive. New hairstyles, new clothes, or a sudden obsession with going to the gym or losing weight may mean there's a third party in the picture. A lack of interest in sex may also mean that your spouse is cheating. When a person is engaging in an affair, he or she may act repulsed by the touch of his or her spouse. Small acts of affection, such as hugs or kisses, or even placing your hand on your spouse's knee, may result in your spouse pushing you away from him or her. Your spouse may also try to initiate arguments with you for seemingly no reason at all. Number 2, excessively using the internet and social media. If your spouse spends an inordinate amount of time on the internet and has a large increase in followers or connections on social media sites, he or she may be cheating. And number 1, being overly protective of his or her cell phone. If your spouse has begun leaving the room to take phone calls or suddenly has a passcode on his or her phone, he or she may be cheating. If you ask to use your spouse's cell phone and he or she makes up an excuse as to why you can't use it, or your spouse watches you like a hawk while you are using his or her phone, there may be a problem. Dealing with adultery, separation, and divorce are among the most emotionally difficult things a person may deal with in his or her life. While divorce attorneys can offer some guidance with respect to the emotional aspects of the process, speaking with a licensed counselor or psychologist can be helpful in working through the emotional issues that arise from a separation, and is often less expensive than trying to work through these issues with your attorney.